Aloha, everybody, and welcome back to part 8 of Sonic Forces.
Things were going well with Operation Big Wave. Then everything fizzled out when that Phantom Ruby kicked in.
Oh my
That
god.
fake shadow was created using the Phantom Ruby's power, right? Even if it's a virtual reality projection, it's as strong as the real shadow.
Rouge, have you found the intel I was looking for?
No, not yet. But I have reports that Eggman's database is located at the chemical plant. If we can check that out, we might find something there.
That sounds like a promising lead. We have to figure out the secret behind Infinite's power and virtual reality. Tails, can you handle this?
Got it. I'll take the other Sonic with me and head to the chemical plant.
Yeah, Knuckles, everything was going well until 80% of our forces died. I agree. Either way, folks, we're back with Classic Sonic at Chemical Plant's Chemical Plant, and it starts off with a long slope that I'm going to run down for some massive speed so that I can't even get up the incline. Okay. That seems like something I should have been able to do. I was holding right the entire time, but whatever, we'll take a different approach. Let's do what I always do when I play the old Chemical Plant zones. I'm going to curl into a ball and launch all the way to the top of the... I couldn't get up the ring pathway just by curling into a ball. Oh, God. Here's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get to the top of the slope, and you're supposed to engage in a spin dash, revving it up a whole bunch in order to get a massive boost of speed. Booyah! That's how you do it, and that is how this momentum is all screwy and wrong. Oh my god. I'm sorry I had to show that off, because it's like the one thing I've been talking about a whole bunch in this Sonic retrospective before Sonic Forces was ever a thing, right? I always comment on Chemical Plant Act 2 and how there's a slope where you curl into a ball and it makes you launch so freaking high that you go up to where this 1-up item box is, and it's like the most clear sign of how the momentum works in those older games, you know? It's something that Sonic the Hedgehog 4 got wrong, and I brought it up when I was doing Sonic 4. But I also showed that Sonic 4 had an alternative. The alternative being, instead of curling into a ball, you should just run everywhere you want to go in Sonic 4, and you'll be able to reach wherever you want to reach really easily. So yeah, it wasn't exactly like the Genesis momentum, but there was a workaround. There was still a way to comfortably play it at a fast pace without having to stop and do a spin dash or something, you know? Why would you design the slope? Why would you, it's Chemical Plant. I know, you gotta have Chemical Plant because people recognize it and it's in Sonic Forces. Fine. But if you're gonna design that, why wouldn't it operate the way you know it's supposed to operate? Unless you don't understand how that momentum's supposed to operate. Whatever. And now here we have the section where the water raises and you climb some blocks, and I have to hit these platforms, and oh no, I missed it! But it doesn't matter, because there's a stream that's constantly pushing you upwards, so that all I have to do is jump out of the water, and it's perfectly fine. Sure, I can drown, but all I have to do is jump out. And, yeah, there's no challenge there, is there? Not only were there very few blocks for me to climb in order to get to the top of the river, even if I miss the platforms, I just have a safety net that makes this a complete non-issue, you know? It's just that... it just makes the level so boring and so easy. And you just showed 3 months ago when Sonic Mania came out and it had its own Chemical Plant zone that, like, Christian Whitehead and everyone who worked on that game had the confidence to make it play exactly like it did in Sonic 2, where you have to climb a lot of blocks. And then you have to make sure that you absolutely land on the platforms, or else you're going to fall back down, and you'll have to climb the blocks again, making it much more tense than it would be normally. And it's just like... I'm not trying to be a gaming snob. I'm really not. I'm not trying to be like, oh, easy mode, it's for pussies. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, when I am playing the game's hard mode, as it was referred in the beginning of the game, and, like, it just throws these safety nets at you. There's just no challenge. And because there's no challenge, I don't feel anything for the level design because I'm just breezing through it without any issues whatsoever. It's just a whatever version of Chemical Plant, you know?
Whew. So, this is where the database is. Hold on a sec while I access the data from this computer. Okay, failed battle plans, robot designs. Wow, he's got like 10 terabytes of selfies. Where does he keep the... Found it! Virtual reality weapon, the Phantom Ruby. A weapon that takes control of people's visual and depth perception to feed false information to the brain, creating a new reality for them. Like a dream so real if you bump yourself in it, your sleeping self will bruise? It's hard to believe. Eggman experimented with lots of prototypes, and then incorporated the final version into Infinite. If I'm reading this data correctly, then there might be a weakness. This is huge! Let's get this information back to the others.
So Eggman's a selfie guy. Good to know.
I don't like sitting on the bench, but there's nothing to do till Tails gets back.
Way to jinx it! Metal Sonic has been spotted in the city!
Is it another fake?
Why would they bother making a fake out of something that already isn't real? Couldn't they just build more? Either way, it's getting wrecked. Let's go, partner.
Alrighty, so this stage is kind of odd because it's not classified as a boss stage. It doesn't tell you versus whoever you're taking on. There are red rings to collect, and it starts with a 30-second QTE sequence that you can never skip.
Whew, that was a close one. Good work, partner. Keep it up. It's lights out for you.
Thanks. Every time I replay this stage, I have to go through that every single time. Great. I love replaying Sonic Forces. It's fantastic. So now we can commence with the Metal Sonic boss fight. It really should have just started this way, but whatever. And here we have a runner boss. Basically, whenever Metal Sonic slows down, I will try and homing attack him. Sometimes it surrounds itself with a whole bunch of debris, like a whole bunch of Motobugs and whatnot, and you just keep homing attacking every single Motobug until you get to Metal Sonic, and I just whack, whack, whack him real good. Now, because I'm playing as the combo of Sonic and the Rookie, I can actually switch it up and try using my weapons on Metal Sonic, but I just want to show you that it doesn't really matter what the Rookie has, it doesn't really matter that the Rookie's there. I can beat this boss single-handedly with just Sonic, and the Rookie's just there for, you know, decoration, I guess. Although, actually, this attack right here, where he tries to drill into you, you can actually attack him with the Rookie's weapon, but I just wanted to dodge out of the way instead. But you can actually use the Drill Wisp to run into it. You can actually use the Laser Whip to knock him around as soon as he tries to drill into you. So that's something you can do when you're the Rookie, but this fight is okay. It's bland. No, it's bland. It's bland. I'm sorry. It's just, I think about all the boss fights in games like Sonic Unleashed and Generations. You know, I think about like the Egg Manta Ray and the Devil Ray or whatever. And I just think like those fights were so much more interesting. You were dodging lasers, you were dodging a whole bunch of magnetic balls that attracted themselves towards you and stuff like that, you know? And this one's just get up to him, when he slows down, homing attack him a whole bunch. That's really all there is to it.
Here goes, partner! When we join forces, the sky's the limit!
And then at the end, we double boost, yay!
Double boost!
Take that, Metal Sonic. I hope we get to fight you in the next game to another Stardust Speedway remix. Because, yeah, the theme song that played during that boss fight, Stardust Speedway, the American version. And I know that some of you might think, oh, it broke new ground! But, you know, the American version was in Sonic Generations. And you can fight Metal Sonic to the American soundtrack if you so desire. And I actually make the custom music that way. That's how it has always been on my file of Generations, so it's not new to me, you know?
Hey, that was great! We're like a well-oiled machine. Fighting a well-oiled machine.
Huh?
Oh, ha, that's funny. Ow. We saved more of the world. Oh, yeah, we liberated City. And because we liberated City, we get another secret stage, and because I've been collecting all the red rings, I unlocked some more extra stages as well. So the rest of this video is going to be me playing the extra and secret stage for you guys, and if you want to see more of the story, move on to the next part. But Yeah, and I'm just done with Metal Sonic as a boss fight. I don't know. You know what's sad? I thought the Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric boss fight was actually way better. Honestly, there was a fight with Metal Sonic in that game. I thought it was way more engaging. I thought it was way more thrilling than the fight that was in Sonic Forces. And, you know, a lot of people hate that game, but hey, it did something right. It got the bosses right. Some people are really mad that, you know, they had a teaser trailer for Infinite when this game was shown off at E3. And in that teaser trailer, they revealed that Zavok, Shadow, Metal Sonic, Chaos were all on Infinite's side, right? And it's like, oh man, Chaos is back! Oh my god, Chaos is in this game! Guess what? I didn't mention this yet. I didn't mention this in part 2. You know when classic Sonic stepped through the portal and he saved Tails and he bopped Chaos in the head, in his brain, and he turned into a puddle? Yeah, Chaos is gone. I'm serious. And there's my favorite jacket in the game. I have all the parts for my custom character. Booyah! But yes, Chaos does not show up again until near the end of the game, and we do not have a boss fight with him. They teased him in the trailers, they teased him in the opening cutscene. Some people who are huge fans of Sonic Adventure would be like, oh man, I can't wait to see Chaos. You don't take him on. You don't. We do not beat up Shadow either. Shadow got defeated by Shadow 2 parts ago, and yeah, that's it. So the only boss fights you have with the duplicates is one with Metal Sonic, which we just did, and one with Zavok. And oh boy, people were pissed about that. It's just a rule that if you're going to introduce a league of supervillains, they should all be boss fights. You know, like the Deadly Six in Sonic Lost World. Either way, folks, this is my custom character. This is every single clothing piece that I put on the character. This is how my master save files character actually looks with all the custom pieces. This is him. This is my preferred costume for the rookie/avatar. And I'm going to save it in the closet because, yeah, that's my look. That's my rookie. That is Clement the Great. The greatest custom character in the history of Sonic Forces. Yes, sirree, Bob. You know, if you want to make fan art of him, which nobody does, but... Either way, folks, yeah. I like these laser puzzles. I like the laser puzzles because it's like, it's quick timing, and you do have to wait for things, but you also have to get moving. You can't wait forever, so it's just like the right blend of, like, speed and patience, and these kind of things were in Sonic Colors and whatnot, and I wish they were integrated into like the actual main levels design as well, but yeah, again, you do not take on Chaos, you do not take on Shadow, and I know some people might disagree with me on this one, but I didn't mind that too much, just because, you know what I thought when I saw the teaser trailer of the League, you know? I saw Chaos, I saw Shadow, I saw Metal Sonic, and I thought, oh great, not only is Sonic teaming up with classic Sonic in this game, we're taking on the same villains as in Generations. Because, let's recap the boss fights in Generations. At one point, you fought Metal Sonic for a Chaos Emerald. Then you fought Shadow for a Chaos Emerald. Then you fought Perfect Chaos in order to move on to the third era. So, we actually took on all 3 of those characters already in Generations. Combine that with the demo of the Egg Dragoon fight, where the Egg Dragoon made a return, and I was so like... this feels lazy. This feels lazy. It just feels like they just made Generations 2, only they brought in all the same characters and all the same assets, and it's like, man, this could have been way more original and unique. You know, like Sonic Lost World was. Some are going to find this controversial. I don't care. I like Sonic Lost World way more than I like Sonic Forces. I do. I do. I thought it was way more original with its gameplay style. I thought the story was definitely well told. Way better told than this. There are so many holes in Sonic Forces' story. There's so many, like, unexplained things and underdeveloped stuff. It's just like, oh my god. Where are the Chaos Emeralds? Can I ask that? Where are the Chaos Emeralds, and why didn't Eggman get them? I know he has the Phantom Ruby. I know his ego would say, oh, well, he doesn't need it, because he's got the Phantom Ruby. Fine. But you know what? When the world gets conquered, and everybody is fighting for their lives, and Shadow is there, and Sonic is captured. You know, why doesn't Shadow go for the Chaos Emeralds? But then again, why does Shadow disappear at all? The Chaos Emeralds would be a great help in dismantling the Eggman Empire and taking the world back. I just, I don't know. I'm sorry. There's just, it's just not a great story. It doesn't live up to the potential, to the ultimate stakes that it raises with this particular game, and that's disappointing because you want it to be better. This game has a custom avatar, and it deserves to be better because of it. Oh my god. Ugh. Everybody who talks about the League of Villains, they're always so disappointed that you took on Zavok instead of Chaos, and I'm just like, nah man, Zavok wasn't in Generations, he was only in Lost World. I was happy to refight him again. I would have liked to see Black Doom make a return, you know? Maybe he duplicates Black Doom. That would have been an interesting callback. They're already doing so many Shadow the Hedgehog callbacks with his DLC episode anyway. Why not? Bring back Black Doom for one game. How about a Razor Jin? That was confirmed as canon in Sonic Generations. Sonic mentioned it, so it happened. It happened. But either way. Yeah. See you in part 9.